time's approximately 20 past 9, and I'm about to do my first socially distanced swim teaching lesson for about 4 or 5 months. It's going to be interesting. I've just been to the gym, done about an hour and 40-minute session, moderate squats, did some tricep push downs, tricep extensions, more of a bodybuilding session. Now I'm coming home. I've had orange juice so far, and I've had a piece of flapjack with some Cadbury chocolate on top. Now I'm going to have some cereal, then we're going to get to the proper stuff when I've finished work. Let's go.
One eternity later.
Alright team, we're now back from... Every time I start talking, Dana gets shocked. It's fine, Dana. It's only me having a little chat with the tea. Come back from swim teaching this morning and it was actually alright. It was really good fun to be back, but obviously having to stick to the social guideline measures. But to talk about the really important stuff, the food, what I've had so far is, I'm going to explain later about how I'm able to have 6,700 calories today. But earlier, I had orange juice when I was at the gym, when I did back squatting, and then I did some upper body stuff. Back squats, I do moderate weight today, 5 sets of 8 repetitions at 130 kilograms, I think it was, or 125, one of the two. And then came back, had some cereal, had 75 grams of Cocoa Pops with 200 millilitres of milk. Oh, and actually before I went off to the gym this morning, had that small flapjack I told you about. And then now, I'm about to go out for a run. That's going to be about 6.3 miles on the route I'm doing. Sounds very specific. Who agrees as well, every time you go out for a run, you need to make sure you are wearing Christmas socks, whatever time of year it is. Even if it's September, Christmas polar bears, you can't go wrong. 6.3 mile run, then I'm going to do a workout at home. It's going to include 100 toaster bar, I think. And I'm also going to do another workout, which you're going to see in a future video, but I won't reveal it in this video. I like to build up the suspense a little bit. Ooh, what could he be talking about? Now, what I'm going to have is a pack of Sainsbury's chocolate corn thins. Yes, I'm going to eat not just the same food as I eat every day, but I do like my Sainsbury's chocolate corn thins. So I'm going to have them. I'm going to have one baklava, or baklava, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Let me know if you know how to pronounce it. And then I'm also going to have 130 grams of 0% fat Greek yogurt. Had some people wonder why I have the 0% fat stuff. I just like the taste of it. Probably chuck some Candy sweetener on there. And then when I get home from my run and doing the workout in the garden, I am going to show you some really interesting, cool foods that I'm going to have for the rest of the day.
Frankly, it's the same enterprise and the potential that of the problems that this country could face on the 1st of January.
In the middle of these, it's flaky, there's cranberry in the middle, and then the honey sticks it together. I love baklava.
It's going to have to come up with something very, very quickly. And I'm not sure we can.
Here's the plain corn thin, and then it's dipped in chocolate. 75 calories per corn thin. It's an absolute bargain. You can guess as well who wants some. Nah, it ain't happening, mate, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, we do feed her, but she just comes across like we don't. I think there is one small thing that I've got to show you guys. Grandparents went to Rye this past week and they brought back fudge. Different types of fudge. We've got this crumbly fudge first here, which is it's the traditional crumbly stuff, vanilla fudge. But then they also brought back this more squishy one, and it's a lot more like dough or marzipan. Tastes just like fudge, and it's insane. If you haven't had fudge in a while and you like sugary stuff, oh yes, it does the job. I'm only having a little bit now just because I've already had a little bit to eat and I don't want to be, wanting to throw up when I run. So I'm gonna have these now, then it's time to run. Right team, we were about 50 minutes doing 6.7 miles according to my watch, but I think it's a tiny bit out with the mileage. But then it was accurate recently, so I don't know. And then I'm going to have a little snack, which I'll also chuck on the screen now, because I'm about to go into the 100 toaster bar and the other workout that I ain't telling you about yet. Time is currently about 5 to 3. Time to make some gains. Alright team, excuse the no shirt on, but I just finished I did 50 toaster bar in the end, because the first part of the workout, I did a CrossFit benchmark workout 2 times. So I did it all the way through. It's a 21:15:9 workout, and then I repeated it, but I'm going to show you all of the workout in a future video. But it knackered me out, and it was pretty pants, to be honest. I've done that, and I'm at approximately this amount of calories. I put it on the screen here, and I think I've got around 4,000-ish calories to go. So I save about 1,600, 1,700 calories for my dessert in the evening. Yes, it sounds like a lot, but I like to have a nice indulgent pudding. I've got cheesecakes. There's a cake that Mum got from Sainsbury's yesterday, which looks awesome. And we've got some honeycomb ice cream. Yes. Then I save about 1,200 calories for dinner. So now, as you've also seen, I've been having to have a lot of snack foods to make up for the calories I haven't had, which I'm going to explain about later. But now I'm about to have my couscous concoction, I'm going to have to make sure I level up to over 9,000 if I want to make sure that I get a good amount of calories in for this meal. So, looking down here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have tuna, couscous. I'm going to show you it when it's in its finished form, but I'm going to add some funky stuff to my tuna and couscous concoction today. So from the fridge, we've got this in the kitchen fridge. Oh, well, actually, because we've got some chicken, I may have some chicken, some tuna, then I'm probably going to add some grated mozzarella to it, and then to really spice it up, I'm going to potentially add some ham, but my secret ingredient is somewhere where I'm going to get some good amount of calories from. I think it is under here. Yeah, boy. So this, it's a pack of fried onions, and I think it's a traditionally, is it Chinese or Japanese? I'm not entirely sure which one, but these are about 594 calories per 100 grams. So I'm probably going to add 50 grams worth of this throughout the concoction of my couscous chicken and tuna, and a little bit on the top as well, so I can add some calories to the meal. And honestly, it's scary how much 50 grams looks like of this stuff. I talked about this in a previous video, but in my opinion, you can either, if you're on 2,000 calories, you can feel really full on 2,000 calories. You might be somebody who's having to eat 4,000, 5,000 calories, like myself, if you want to gain a bit of weight alongside your training, and you can actually hit that amount of calories, in my opinion, quite easily, depending on your food choices. This is the topic of choosing lower calorie foods and doing dietary interventions to help you feel fuller for longer, or the opposite, if you can't eat that much food because you don't like eating loads, then doing interventions that's going to help you to become more hungry more regularly so you can consume more calories. That could be drinking more water, that could be choosing more calorie dense foods like having a snack of chocolate peanuts. I've got chocolate peanuts down there somewhere. Time is 4:25. Gonna have a quick shower, and then it's time for the couscous concoction. Time is 5:25, and team, it used to be a couscous concoction, but I think I've just made a couscous concoction monster. If you're under 18, I wouldn't watch this bit. This bit is going to get crazy. So with Chef Alberto AA, I have made the couscous monster. So in here is 150 grams of couscous weighed out dry, 157 grams of lean cooked chicken breast. Then I added 150 grams of tomatoes, 1 egg, just for, you know, adding a bit of variety. Then I put in 40 grams of fried onions in the end because I couldn't, I didn't like the look of 50. I've put 40 grams of mature cheddar cheese in there, 10 grams of mozzarella on top, and then the rest of the dried onions. So there's 30 grams of dried onions mixed in there, and then I've put 10 grams of dried onion on top as a little bit of a visual pleaser. I thought I'd be dreading eating this, but I'm actually really looking forward to it. I'm going to add brown sauce and garlic salt to it every time I eat each layer, and I'm going to have some dark chocolate on the side. The Love It version stuff from Sainsbury's. It's delish. Here we go. Hello team. It is currently 10:35 in the evening. We're about to sit down as a family to watch Modern Family. I don't know if it's ironic or coincidental, but we're quite a modern family ourselves, and we're watching a programme called Modern Family about a modern family. Maybe in a very deep and meaningful way, we are watching a programme about ourselves, but what we want to be like as a family. Ooh! Right now, I'm having 1 pack of Worcestershire sauce crisps, 1 pack of the cheese and onion, and then on the side I'm probably going to have a little bit of fudge because I'm really enjoying that fudge at the moment. It is very tasty. And then I'm going to bring you back for dinner, which looks epic because there is a certain food that Mum has cooked this evening from the local butcher's which looks insane. But I'm not going to reveal it now because you're going to see it in a minute. It's now 12:15 on Monday morning, so it's about 24 hours later since when I had the lovely dinner and the pudding, which I'm going to talk you through. I have a bit of a habit of having my dinner and then falling asleep at the table and then having my dessert after that. So some videos you will see me introduce the food on the day, some videos you're going to see me introduce the food a few days after. Just depends if I fall asleep or not. The dinner was epic, so we had stir-fry veg, white potato. I topped that off with some brown sauce and tomato sauce. And then we had 3 different types of sausage rolls, but they each had different fillings. So one of them was a Cumberland sausage roll. I think the other one was a cheese and onion or cheese and bacon sausage roll. Yeah, cheese and bacon. And then I think the last one was like a red onion and something else was added to it for the last one. So I heated that up and also put a bit of tomato sauce on the sausage rolls. Tasted so good. Had a little bit of a trip down memory lane because they taste a bit like the sausage rolls I used to get when I went to Sidmouth with my relatives and my family when I was about, 5 to 10 years old. Then after that, a couple of hours later, after I'd fallen asleep at the table, I had, epic it was, salted caramel cake with honeycomb ice cream, bit of vanilla ice cream on the side, and then there was some leftover gooseberry crumble, I think with some blackberries in that crumble as well. The crumble stuff on top tasted awesome. Then the brownie, I added a little bit to it. Then a bit of little cheesecake on the side, as well as some more Love It chocolate, because who doesn't love it when it's chocolate? Sorry, the company's called Love It, and I like using Love It as a phrase, so I love it, love it. Just wants to end the video quickly revealing to you how I was able to eat 6,700 calories and still maintain a lean body fat percentage, and so I can still be on track with my fitness goals. And it's because every day I try and hit about 4,600 calories. At the moment I'm slowly implementing more calories whilst I'm building my engine, but I want to get really strong at the Olympic lifts and the back squat, deadlift, overhead press and bench press. So I'm having 4,600 calories as a maintenance at the moment. So 7 days a week. If you do 4,600 calories times 7, it gives you this total amount of calories across the week. And what happened during the week is that I had a couple of evenings where I think I fell asleep, but I was getting up early the next day, so I didn't want to, because for my dessert normally, every day, I leave about 1,600 calories. and I'd fallen asleep on a couple of days, and I didn't eat those calories just because I didn't want to wake up a few hours later and feel really bloated. So I saved the calories for the weekend, so my total amount of calories across the whole week still would have been the same if I'd eaten 4,600 calories every day for 7 days. But what I did this week instead is that I ate lower on some days, and I just made up for it on the cheat day I had of the 6,700 calories. Is this optimal though? Not in my opinion. If you want to maintain consistent performance, having a consistent amount of calories as well, I'd definitely recommend, if you want to see consistent gains and progression, because if you have one day which is really low in calories and then one day that's higher, then I believe, in my opinion, that you're not going to be optimizing your training, and your energy level is going to fluctuate if you have low amount of calories on some days. Thanks again for watching the video. It's always great to have you. If you are interested in nutrition coaching, make sure you send me an email in the YouTube description. It is. Go and look down there, and I'll see you on Wednesday for my next video.